Okay, so I've been playing Grand Theft Auto episodes of Liberty City and Grand Theft Auto 4 until very recently, and right now I'm playing Doom, Gran Turismo 5 and New Super Mario Bros. So first up is Grand Theft Auto episodes from Liberty City on the Xbox 360. So these are kind of like, I don't know what you would call them, like expansions of Grand Theft Auto 4. And I actually do prefer these over Grand Theft Auto 4 on the PlayStation 3 because they somehow feel brighter and more kind of open than Grand Theft Auto 4. For me, with Grand Theft Auto 4, they took the darkness and the greyness way too far. You know, I don't mind dark, grey, gritty games. For example, I absolutely love Grand Theft Auto 3. It's one of my all-time favourite games. I love the atmosphere in it, but with Grand Theft Auto 4, it's like they just took it way too far, and because it's kind of so dark a lot of the time, even when it's during the day and it's sunny, there's so many giant, really dark shadows cast over everything. It's like you kind of feel like you're kind of closed in a lot. It's hard to explain, but you know, sometimes I can enjoy playing it, and then other times it just kind of gives me a weird kind of depressing kind of feeling, whereas with these ones they just kind of feel like they're kind of more open and brighter, and I just prefer the way they feel. And I absolutely love the driving physics in Grand Theft Auto 4 and The Lost and Damned and Ballad of Gay Tony. A lot of people don't like the driving physics, and I can understand that because the vehicles are quite difficult to control. You know, it's very difficult to get a vehicle around a corner unless you really slow down. But once you get better at the driving, I actually find it very fun and very satisfying to actually just swing your vehicle around a corner when you're going really fast, and to kind of do it perfectly without like crashing into stuff and whatever. It's just, you know, it just feels very satisfying and fun. So I really love the driving physics in these games. I actually prefer them a lot more than the driving physics in Grand Theft Auto 5. So yeah, I recently completed these two games, and I started playing this straight after those two because, you know, I completed it a very long time ago, but I've still not shot all of the flying rats in the game. So I started playing it again recently to try and shoot the rest of the flying rats that are left in the game, but I've still not managed to get them all. So these are the games that I'm actually playing right now. We have Doom on the PlayStation 3, just a really great game, really fun, and it's amazing how many levels or worlds or whatever you'd call them that are in this game for a 3D game from 1993. There's a real lot of them. You know, it's like I'll kill a really difficult to kill boss and reach the end of the level, and I'll think, surely now that, you know, because I've just been through so many levels in the game, surely now I've reached the end of the game, surely now I've finished it. But then a new level will open up, so it's like the game just never seems to end, and that's quite impressive for such an old 3D game from 1993. So, you know, I would expect an old 3D game from 1993 to have maybe like 10 levels, but this is just, I don't know how many levels it's got, but it's just got absolutely loads. And every time I think, surely I've reached the end of the game now, a new world or a new level or whatever opens up. I find that with a lot of the levels in this game, I find it very difficult to know where I'm going because so much of the level looks the same. So I'll keep walking into the same rooms, I'll keep walking down the same corridors, and I'll be trying to find a new room or a new corridor that I've not been down yet, you know, so I can make progress, and I'll just kind of go around and around in circles, but I'm getting more used to that now. So yeah, it's a really great game. Next up is Gran Turismo 5 for the PlayStation 3 Academy Edition. This is one of my all-time favourite racing games. It's really good, but it is a mixed bag at the same time. I find that a lot of the tracks, they do look quite sterile, and I was expecting all of the cars in the game to have like the inside cockpit view, which I was really looking forward to experiencing because all the other Gran Turismo games that I've played before this, they don't have cockpit views. And so I was really looking forward to it in this game, But then I ended up while I was playing it, I ended up realising that it's only the premium cars that have cockpit views, and there's nowhere near as many premium cars as there are standard ones, I think you call them. So with the standard vehicles, they make up like the majority of the game, and when you go into the cockpit view, everything's just black, you know, and that's it, like a black, I don't know what you'd say, shadow silhouette, and that's kind of it. And the damage on the standard cars isn't as good as the damage on the premium cars, but I still really like the game. It's a lot of fun. There's so much to it. There's so many cars in the game. I just love collecting the really old everyday cars in the game. For some reason, I've always found really old everyday cars to be more appealing than like modern supercars. I'm not really sure why, but I mean, I still find modern supercars appealing, but for some reason I just find really old everyday cars to be more appealing. I don't know why. So it's really fun doing all of those up and racing with them. And yeah, just a really great racing game. And then lastly, we have New Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo DS. Until playing this game, I was very inexperienced with Mario 2D platformers. In fact, I'd say that I still am, because I've not played that much of this game yet. You know, I've played it quite a bit, but not that much. So yeah, you know, before playing this, I barely had any experience with 2D Mario platformers, believe it or not. Even though I've been playing video games, and I've really enjoyed playing video games since about 1984. And yeah, very fun game. I'm no expert, but it seems as though it's a really well designed platformer, and for some strange reason though, I can't really play it for long periods of time. I can play it for maybe about 20 minutes or whatever, and I'll enjoy playing it, but then I'll just kind of get tired of it and I'll feel like doing something else. I'm not really sure why that is, but yeah, I think it's a great game. I do enjoy it, I just can't play it for long periods of time for some reason. And something that I'm not that keen on with the game is the fact that saving is quite restricted. It's kind of difficult to explain, but you know, if you've played this game before, I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. So right now I'm currently playing New Super Mario Bros. For the DS, Gran Turismo 5 for the PlayStation 3, Doom for the PlayStation 3, and until recently I've been playing episodes from Liberty City on the Xbox 360 and Grand Theft Auto 4 for the PlayStation 3. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Thanks for watching.